Go away, please. Hey Jess, how are you? So pretty much the plan is with this is I will do a Let's Play series. Where it goes I have no idea. I'm just thought this would be a perfect game to start with as it is one of my most favourite games. And what's happened here is I have a mod that's a quick start, which basically means the cart ride, all the stuff at the start, going through the keep, learning how to play the game has been cut out. So now I'm straight into character creation. I would definitely recommend this if you like fantasy adventure games. It is by far one of my most favourite RPG games ever. And I said, like, I finished the standard edition on PC, and having the mods, I absolutely love it because it makes the game absolutely enjoyable to play and muck around in. So as you can see, I have lots of character races. A lot of these are actually mods. I think I'll have fun playing with the sword monster. the fun part is about to start, so got to just give my character a name. And off we go on our adventure. Got storm clothes. Ooh, excuse my yawning.
There he goes. Looks like he's gone for good this time. I'll wait to know.
So I'm just heading down to River Run, which is the very first stop after escaping from Stormcold, or whatever the starting place is. Okay, so these stones here at the start, they basically allow for a increase in skills that fall under each of the signs. So for example, if you want to play mage, you would choose the blessing for mage. And for me, I like playing as warrior, so I always go with the warrior stones. As you explore through the map, you will also find more of these stones that give various other effects that help assist in gameplay. Helping him get close to return his or basically sets the whole game storyline in motion. So a little tour of the town that I will give you watching, just so you get an idea of the sort of stuff that can be involved in this game. So here is the smithing area, so you can smith all weapons and stuff, and that basically allows for you to increase your smithing skill. So you can craft such things as like weapons and armor and sword. You can also craft equipment for building houses, which comes in one of the DLCs called Hearthfire. And Hearthfire basically just allows you to build your own little house. Alright. Okay, so this is Riverwood Trader. You can basically sell stuff.
Well, one of us has to do something.
And buy stuff.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this.
Well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop.
So right now, I'm going to start my very first little quest in the game. And that will take me up to get a Dragon's Claw, which I need to return back here.
We did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back.
Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls.
Okay, so here comes my favorite part. The part where I get to go boot the bad guy behind. So before I do that, I will just
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to the town.
And we finish up with the Sleeping Giant Inn. So basically, the point of the inn is a place that you pay a small fee of gold coins.
What can I do for you?
Can rest in
Orgnar.
one of these
Orgnar,
rooms.
are you listening?
Hard
So
not
that's
to.
pretty much sort of the like basic.
It's a fine day with you around.
And then, as you see, this is the walkway to the beginning of the best adventure ever. One of the good ways for me that I like to enjoy money, making money in this game is I will literally just pick up an inventory full of stuff, load myself up to the point where I'm close to not being able to walk, and go sell it to the traders. I don't know if I do have the mod for this game that increases merchant gold. If it's not on this one, I definitely know that if you get special edition on PC, it is available there. And for me, that is a recommend must-have mod, along with the console command God mode, and another one that increases your carry weight, which I cannot remember off the top of my head. But for me, they're like my three must-have like little.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Kind of things. Another good thing that I like about this game is that as you progress your skill level, as you get your smithing level up, you can create stuff like ebony armor, dragon bow, and the higher you get that level, basically the higher tier of crafting weapons and items you can do. That also applies to the same with your mage class and your thief class. So under that there are like plenty of different skills that attribute to those specific three main classes. So I'm just picking them up. So in this menu, this is basically all your skills that you can learn throughout the game. So you have a few main classes, which is warrior, mage, thief. So really your gameplay style can be endless, because as you max out a skill to level 100, you can reset it to then retune it again, or take those skill points that you have invested in that specific class and move elsewhere. See if I can fix those settings up. Just give me a moment to sort that out. Is that any better, doll? Just let me know how that goes as I... Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so this is the first little dungeon that I'm doing.
I fought worse than you.
There we go, got one of my favourite weapons now.
Count out your coins.
So, weapon-wise, you can get two-handed weapons such as the greatsword I've picked up. You can get battle axes, warhammers, bow and arrow, daggers. With another one of the DLCs, Dawnguard, you can actually get, if you side with the Dawnguard fighters, you can actually pick up, crossbows. So there is a very good, like, versatile range of weapons. With the mods I have on, I don't know if I have any specific, like, weapon mods that create, like, entirely new weapons again. Sorry, and what I'm doing here is I'm just favoriting weapons, which means I can just do this and select weapons, spells, items without having to go into the inventory that I was just in.
That dark elf wants to go on ahead, let him. What was that? Over here!
Also too, I like to think of dungeons as being good in this game because you can find a lot of items. So if you search things like these urns, you can get stones, amethyst, sometimes you'll find soul gems laying around, which are, if I am correct, don't hold me to it, I'm pretty sure they're used for when you enchant gear, and that, if I remember correctly, which, if I'm incorrect, that's because that's not something that I sit and do a lot of in this game. So for me, I just tend to use pretty much anything that I find lying around. Be it armor, weapon, potions. I find it in a dungeon or NPC, that's what I'll tend to use. So we're going to go for a sneaky stealth shot if I can. Got him! So now we have our first game puzzle. So up here we have two symbols. And the middle symbol is the one on the ground here. So what we have to do is match these three symbols to these three stone pillars over here to be able to unlock the door. So what do we got? Snake. And then, as you can see, you just click on them and it just activates them. So snake. What's that? Snake. Whale. over we go, and open this up, and voila, through we go. So, this here is a lesser soul gem, which I mentioned about earlier. The use of them, as I also mentioned earlier, is for enchantment. So what you do is you gain a spell that allows you to drain the soul from an enemy, and these soul stones are basically just a storage vessel for that, which then comes into play with the enchanting, and there we go. Pickpocket level 16. So up ahead here is the dude I'm going to booty whoop to get the claw off. First Bite Venom 2. If you ever played this and you play Archer class, I would always recommend it, as you can pop it on the end of your arrows. It's also good to be applied to daggers.
You, over here. It's coming loose. I can...
And now I have the claw. So this claw basically allows me to progress deep into the dungeon to find out a certain event, which I won't spoil right now. And then, as mentioned, that specific event leads to pretty much the main storyline of the game. Triggers are also good to fight if you want gold. Ouch. As you can see, I like doing cliff jumping. This here is the lockpick skill, and pretty much how you pick a lock in game. Favorite, nice good old level up. This is very important because, as you can see, leveling up allows you to use your magicka, which is your magic points required to use magic spells, health, which is how much health you have that you can be hit for, and stamina, which is used for such things as shouts. It also affects your carry capacity, so the higher the stamina, the more stuff you can carry. Not too much further off the end of this dungeon. Just gotta get through the yoga. And I have to open the final door. And I am onto the end of the dungeon. So now this is again another puzzle. It is much like the one we had at the start of the dungeon, but to find the solution we have to look at the claw that we picked up. So if you have a look at the bottom side, which has these 3 round circles, that shows you the solution to the puzzle. So now we are at the final part of the dungeon, and this is where the storyline, which is the main part of the game, begins. So we now currently learning what's called a thune, which is part of a language that allows the Dragonborn to use shouts. Okay, so now from here I will head back to River Run, and I will be returning that dude his claw. Now, with the claw that I picked up, there is actually a whole specific like side quest that picks up different kinds of claws, such as a ruby claw, an ebony claw, like just all different types pretty much. And they all, from what I have experienced of it, and the ones that I have done, have all led to those specific styles of dungeons of what I've just done, and have pulled a few nice rewards of items from it. And also the other thing is that big stone that I approached at the end of that dungeon that I mentioned is teaches me a theme for my shout. There are also places scattered throughout the play environment that I can encounter that will also teach me different themes for different shouts. Okay, so I'm just on my way back up to Riverwood, and from there we will then move down to White
Better
Rock.
come with us right now.
I don't know who you think I am, and I don't care. Leave me alone.
I don't have time for this foolishness. Now come along quietly, and we won't have to get rough. Brother, I think she's telling the truth.
Need some... I'm not going anywhere. Now back off before I do something drastic.
Need something? We're looking for information about a woman. We believe she may be hiding in Whiterun, but we're checking everywhere to be sure. Farewell. Oh, you're right. We've made a mistake. Now move along before that mouth of yours gets you into trouble.
So talking to those guys that I just talked to, that actually is also the start of another quest. So while we're in Whiterun, once we get there, I will be looking for the Brenton lady, and that will then lead on to a whole nother side quest so that I can get my levels up. So that beautiful view is the beautiful city of Whiterun. That's where we will be heading after we have been back to River Run to hand this guy back his claw.
Imperial business. Be on your way.
Okay, so it's time to give this guy his claw back and head off to
Nice weapon you have
White.
there. I don't
Right
suppose
after
you'd consider
I
putting it
had
away.
sold some of
Sooner
this
you find
junk out of my
You
inventory.
found it. I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
So you see the beautiful
It means so
pressure.
much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves. The Riverwood Trader is back to the way it used to be. You and me. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Okay, so to keep that.
Till next time.
Papas isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood.
Okay, so right here I'm going to see if I can make some leather out of the pelts that I've picked up. From
Whatever
there,
you need.
I can
My spirit
then
is
make
simple. Strong.
some hide
I can
armor,
forge it.
or certain armors as I get the materials. So see here it says for hide boots requires 2 leather strips, 2 leather. So I need to gather those materials and I can then craft armor. So like here, going back to as I mentioned with the smithy when I was just explaining the point, so these materials here are specifically used for house building. You can make jewelry, just makes it look fancy. This is Daedric armor, which is the mask of Marak. He is actually in one of the DLCs. You go through a whole side question. So as I increase my smithing levels, I will be able to produce higher and higher stuff. So that is something that I would probably eventually
My
work
father is
towards,
Alpha, the
because
blacksmith.
it is
I'm
a
his
very handy
I'm
skill
his
to have. So from here, I'm now going to head down a light run and just continue on with the bit of the story, and probably have a bit of explore after we've been to Whiterun.
You speak to a vigilant of Stendar. Cavort with any Daedra, and we will hunt you down. The Vigil will be watching you.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you. Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the opportunity to take on a giant. That's why I'm here, with my shield brothers. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
I will be right back. I just have to take a quick phone call. Just chill and enjoy the scene. Apologies for that brief step away. I am back now, and as mentioned, I'm now on my way to Whiterun. So do a little thingy tour here quickly, because there is some new little things that I think are worth to make note of. This gentleman here, he will basically,
Need a ride?
upon talking to him, he can take you to each
Where do you
of
want to go?
the strongholds or cities in Skyrim. So we have Dawnstar, Falkreath, Makarath, Morfell, Riften, Solitude, Whiterun, Windhelm, and Winterhold. So they're the main, like, big strongholds within the map. And from there, from each of the cities, you can travel to another city through this cart system.
Good day.
Then another thing I will make note of is stables. Each city that I can remember should have a stable, and here you can purchase a horse in which you can use it to travel around the map rather than travelling it on foot.
You look strong. Come to Jorvaskar and be a companion.
basically that little bit of dialogue there is in regards to the fact that I have seen the dragon at Helgen Keep. By persuading the guard regarding that I've seen the dragon, that allows me to access Whiterun, in which I need to go and speak to the Jarl, which is basically
we'll pay whatever
like
it takes,
the king,
but we must have more swords for the
think of
Imperial
it,
soldiers.
of each of the strongholds.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade.
And this here is Dragonreach. Now, Dragonreach actually plays a very big role in the main story at a later point. And as I progress this series on, you will see the importance that Dragonreach actually ends up playing in the main storyline.
Nothing? My lord,
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruck is not receiving visitors. Well, that explains why the guards let you in.
Who's this then?
Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? Really? You're certainly forthright, but it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
It's a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Come to Dragon's Reach to What? Project? You think you could help me? I really don't think so. The Jarl can be found in the Great Hall, probably sitting on his Jarl's throne. Not over here in a wizard's
I found
laboratory.
someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me? Ah, indeed? The Jarl. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward, Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately.
Farengar.
Not now. Not now. Not now.
Okay, he's been...
If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop
wait
it.
for them to get their slow butts up there.
Let's go.
Come on.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him
Not
what
now.
you told me about the dragon.
No, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you.
I'll see you at the watchtower as soon as the rest of the men have gathered.
What we are going to do now is we are going to meet
One last thing, Irileth.
Arilith
This isn't a
here,
death or glory
over
mission.
at
I
a
need to know what
watchtower,
we're dealing with.
and that will lead to our very first dragon encounter. With dragons, they play a role in me as a Dragonborn character, being able to learn
The gods in Dragonreach say you've aided the yard.
shouts. So how that happens is in the magic menu, go to shouts, and as you unlock the theme, so a theme is, as you can see on the screen, there is a weird word with the name force. So there is 3 parts to a shout, each part increasing the strength or the ability of that particular shout. And pretty much to unlock each segment, I need to gain a dragon soul, which is done by just fighting random dragons to appear throughout the map.
Blade, you should talk to Adrian at the forge.
Damn those Grey Mains to oblivion. They want to back the storm close.
So I'm just going to change to my hunting bow for this, as I find with this particular dragon fight, it is easier to do it with the bow and the arrow because he flies around quite a lot.
travel the roads of Skyrim.
Are called Khajiit. So they are basically a race of cattle people.
Many fine things are here for you.
They have, I don't know,
A welcome to you, fellow traveler.
obsession is the right word for this, but they have a very big fond love for skooma, which is like the equivalent of catnip to a normal cat. So they go all higgledy and whoopie woo from it. So that'll just basically progress along the time of day without having to leave this spot, so that I can continue on with this little section of the quest that I'm on.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what was deal.
Save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
Never should have come here.
Here, flying around.
Fought to be dragon.
A dragon. I will kill it, absorb its soul, and off we go with the main quest. So now I have it has gone into learning Unrelenting Orc, which is a shout that as progress becomes stronger in the ability to push aside anyone who is standing in front of me. So, like so. So that is the sign to the Greybeards, and this is what the unrelenting force does. So, as you can see, the Khajiit here, she just fell over due to the unrelenting force shout.
Somebody help! Help!
This should be good.
Look, you've already been fighting out loud here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All
This little fellow here, by the way,
I don't care what you're
is actually from a mod that I had installed. So he is a wolf follower, from what I remember reading, and he is meant to be able to
You remind me of my cousin's cat. Killed that too.
follow me, but I will have to figure out how to get that working.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We will pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She's likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if we learn anything. We will find her eventually. Be careful!
I'm here to buy food, Miss Amy. I suppose you don't need to worry about that.
The future of Tamriel! What was that? No sign of it. Got a lot of steel to shape. I don't think so. Mm-hmm.
Think you can take me?
This is your last mistake. I won't back down! You'll make a fine rug, cat.
Your kind has no place here.
Okay, so I have no idea what is actually going on as to why they are in attack. So give me a second while I try to figure that out.
I'll kill you! I swear it! Your kind has no place here. You won't leave Skyrim alive!
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join me.
Okay, so
You'll make a fine. You remind me of my cousin's cat. Killed that too.
idea, but I have a gut feeling it's because I would have used the unrelenting force on the Khajiit. Therefore, why they are an attack.
I love a challenge!
That is because I've done something.
Come on,
if
fight
not,
back.
it could be something related to a mod, so I'm just going to see what...
When the 8 became 9, you walked among us, great gallows. Not as God.
Don't hurt me.
But as
So I have no idea.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I breathe now.
Hey, I still have no idea what's going on there. So I'm going to read this letter and see what happens. Bianca, you caused a bit of a stir in Whiterun when you demonstrated the power of your thune. Not everyone is anxious for the return of the Dragonborn. I, for one, desire to see you grow and develop your talents. Skyrim needs a true hero these days. You should turn your attention to Lost Tongue Overlook. I understand it holds... So, I would not have a clue what that is from, because I have never actually used the shout before. So, obviously, upon reading that, I think they are like they are because I am the Dragonborn. So, I come to see if I can wait and see if that maybe fixes it. If not, then I'll probably finish up here and... Oh, there we go.
Heard the summons.
Wait.
What else could... So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that. Dragonborn? What do you know about the Dragonborn? So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion, high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
I'm going to find whoever did this.
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thune or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. The Greybeards.
Okay, so thank you for watching. I will call it a finish here. You guys take care and thank you for tuning in. Have a good one. Bye.